If your husband is a good guy, but you're ready for divorce, you're not a bad person. So don't let guilt get the best of you.
You're not doing him any favors by staying. If anything, you're actually going to start building up resentment. Your relationship doesn't have to be toxic to validate your feelings of wanting to leave. Think of it this way. If he's a good guy, he deserves to be happy. That means he deserves to be with somebody who values him and wants him just the way he is. If that's not you,
she's a coach. Y'all just give yourself all types of coach names now, right? She just told women that if he's a good man, you're not a bad person for leaving. A guy that you wanted to marry and he was currently in the beginning was good to you. Now you want a divorce because, you got bored. What are you doing? I guarantee you it's nothing good.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me start this video off by saying that I love my wife, right? I do. Love her to death, man. Do anything for her. I opted to marry her. I chose her to be my partner to be. And we making it work, right? But I'm gonna tell you the truth. I know this is gonna make me sound like an asshole, and quite frankly, I don't care. If my wife is out here listening to these other women, and these other women are telling her that even though I'm a decent guy, I'm a good guy, I do right by her, if she's bored in a relationship that she should divorce me, guess what, ladies? I'm gonna tell you the truth. You would be doing me a fucking favor, okay? Let me say that one more time. You would be doing me a favor if you were going to try to convince my wife to leave me. And I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen, right? And this is the way to combat all that shit. And I'm gonna tell you why, right? Because I think a lot of women, to an extent, have it in their minds that A, a guy will never find anyone better than them, or B, the guy is just gonna basically be miserable the minute that they leave. But the minute I promise you that you show that you would be happy for this woman to divorce you, guess what? Her ass is gonna stay right there, because as many of you guys know, sometimes these young ladies just don't want their men to be happy. They want them to be miserable and all that shit, and they want to be the one causing the misery. And I say that as a joke, but I kind of say it to be real. The minute they see you happy and you happy without them, oh hell no, that cannot stand. You understand? So I can tell you that's how you would end there right now. And if my young lady came to me today and said, babe, you know what? I know you're a good guy. I'm just bored in this relationship and I want you to be happy. I'd be like, baby girl, you just bring me the papers. Just know you're not leaving with anything. You're gonna leave whatever you came with. I'm gonna sign them documents and you can go on about your business, right? Because I ain't afraid to lose nobody, right? Came into this world alone, I'm gonna leave this world alone. I love my wife, love her to death, would do anything for her. I do anything that I possibly can for her. But one thing that y'all need to know is that if she wants to bounce, she can leave at any fucking time. But it's crazy to me that there are women out there that are convincing guys and women, that there are women out there convincing other women that, hey, are you bored in your relationship? You should divorce your husband. Even if this guy hasn't done anything to you, right? Other than be good, be solid, stay down, take care of you, make sure you're good and stuff like that. And again, I admit I ain't perfect. And I'm sure all relationships aren't perfect, right? I'm a human fucking being. I'm gonna make mistakes and I'm gonna continue making mistakes. It is what it is. But my wife know I love her. And again, she know I do anything for her. So because of that, it negates all that shit, right? But here's the point that I'm trying to make. It's scary that women will leave a guy for nothing, right? It's scary to believe that a woman would leave a guy for no unearthly reason whatsoever. Just because they're bored in their relationship, just because they're no longer feeling that excitement, right? Oh my God, where's that spark, right? And I get it. It happens from time to time. I mean, when you're in a relationship and you've been with somebody for a long period of time, right? It could happen to anybody, right? But do you honestly believe that that's a legit reason to leave them, rather than having a conversation with that person and saying, hey, this is how I'm feeling. Again, you're in a relationship. You're actually fucking married. You should be able to talk about your feelings, right? Come to your husband, come to your wife, like, yo, I missed that spark. What can we do to get it back, right? I would think that would be the logical perspective, other than just saying, well, I'm bored. This ain't what it used to be. I don't think there's anything we can make it work. So I'm just gonna leave, right? If that's the play, baby girl, if you can convince that young lady in there, and I'm talking about my wife in the other room right there, to leave me Hey, to keep it real, man, I never had her in the first place. If anybody can convince my wife to leave me, then I never fucking had her in the first place. You know, common phrase. But on the flip side of that, if you can do that, then you're only doing me a favor. Because I've been able to do things with her around. Can you imagine what I could do if she won't here? Oh my God, you do not want to see me single. I'm gonna tell you right now, Marcus will be reborn in full effect. And anybody who's been around long enough to know who Marcus is, if you know, then you know, right? But ladies and gentlemen, let me know how you feel, man. Do you feel like this is accurate, this is valid, that women are leaving guys for just no other apparent reason other than they're bored in a relationship? Do you believe that it'll hurt guys more than if it'll hurt a dude, or you feel a way about it? Or, just let me know what you're genuinely thinking about this particular video. I would love to hear your thoughts. It's been a good time, man. Y'all take care. Y'all stay blessed, bro. Doc is out. Peace.